Hello everyone, my name's Joe and these are 10 good movies you can watch instantly on Netflix. Let's begin with number 1, Jackie Brown. This movie's about a strong, independent woman who just wants to lead her life and be happy. However, when she's caught up in a money trafficking scheme with Samuel L. Jackson, she decides that maybe she could have more. She decides to go after Samuel L. Jackson, who plays the bad guy in this movie, and try to get all of his money. This movie's filled with witty dialogue and memorable scenes, and also, did I mention it was directed by Quentin Tarantino, so you know it's going to be good. The second movie on our list is Cashback. This movie is really hard to describe due to the fact that it's kind of all over the place, but I'm going to read the description it has on the Netflix thing. Plagued by insomnia after a romantic breakup, artist Ben Willis starts working nights at a supermarket, where he discovers he can freeze time. This description doesn't really do it justice because this movie really is all over the place. It's really original, and it's not like a superhero movie like the description kind of makes it out to be. I suggest that you don't read into this movie too much and you just go and watch it. However, I do need to warn you that there is a large amount of nudity in this movie, so I advise you to watch it with caution. The third movie on our list is Visioneers. This movie stars Zach Galifianakis, and this really is a depressing movie. In a not so far off time, a company like Walmart has pretty much taken over the financial world. Pretty much the general population of the world is working for this company, and pretty much everyone is really depressed, but no one really knows why. Everyone who works for this company is rich, they have everything they would ever want, but they're somehow still not happy. The central plot of this movie pretty much focuses on the main character trying to find happiness in a world that's not happy. I do advise you that this movie's pretty depressing, so if you're in a good mood, I advise you not to watch it. To try to lighten things up, let's go to our fourth movie. This is actually a collection of movies. These are the Trailer Park Boy movies. The Trailer Park Boys is a show that was eventually made into some of these movies. All of the movies in every episode of this show are on Netflix. Go back and watch every episode if you need to, but you don't need to watch the show in order to understand the movie. It explains everything that goes on. The Trailer Park Boys has a special place in my heart, and I strongly recommend you go and watch it. The fifth movie on our list is Iron Sky. In no way is this a good movie, but by God it is entertaining. I'm not going to say much about Iron Sky, but all you really need to know is that the Nazis went up to the moon after World War II, and they've been planning to get back at everyone since. It's just as ridiculous as it sounds. The plot isn't very good, the story isn't very good, but the graphics are funny, and the whole idea is kind of crazy, which makes it a pretty good watch. The sixth movie on our list is Being John Malkovich. This movie is about these people who find a portal into John Malkovich's brain. If you've never heard of John Malkovich, he's a real actor. This is really about him. I mean, it's not a true story, but it is actually him. By the end of this movie, you pretty much just hate everyone. Everyone is selfish and everyone is using John Malkovich to their advantage. By the end, you even hate John Malkovich. It's pretty good and it's definitely worth a watch. The seventh item on our list is The Following, Christopher Nolan's first movie. This movie is centered around a man who decides to start following people one day. He picks a person at random and just sees what their life is like. He follows them to their houses, he learns their secrets, and pretty much everything for him begins to spiral out of control with his addiction now. If you enjoyed Inception, The Dark Knight, all of the Batman movies, Memento, you're going to like this movie. The eighth item on our list is Drive, starring Ryan Gosling. Once again, we have a movie that's really hard to describe, so I suggest you just go watch it. The cinematography in this movie is beautiful, the style is unique, and the music is just great. Also, Bryan Cranston is in it, which makes it even better. Coming near the end of my list, we have Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind. After learning that his ex-girlfriend had an experimental medical procedure to purge all memories of him, a man decides to do the same with her. Now, there are some plot twists in this movie, so I'm not going to say much about it, but my main man, Mark Ruffalo's in it, so I suggest you just go watch it. And finally, the last movie on our list is Big Fish. In this disarming fantasy told largely through flashbacks, young reporter William Bloom attempts to learn more about his dying father by finding the truth behind a lifetime of his fanciful, tall tales and legends of epic proportions. Now, this has been one of my favorite movies since it came out in 2003. I haven't watched it in a long time, so I'm definitely going to go watch it right after I'm done with this. This is a beautiful movie that'll play with your emotions. I know I've said it 10 times, but I strongly suggest you go and watch this movie. And with that, those are 10 good Netflix movies that you can watch right now. If you guys want to watch any of my other Netflix videos, there's 2 boxes on the screen. Click either of them, it'll take you to a video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and like if you'd like. My name is Joe. See you later.